Hey everyone. Hey Capricorn. This is your Mercury retrograde message for Aquarius season. This is going to be for your sun sign. Okay, Capricorn, feel free to check out your moon, rising, Venus, wherever Capricorn is in your chart. You can still check out those videos that I've posted for Mercury's retrograde. But just know that this is intended for your sun sign. I don't really know why my spirit guides have me reading for your sun sign. But it's a lot about how you project yourself during this time and how others perceive you. Okay, that's pretty much what your sun sign, means. So these videos are also going to be a bit shorter. I'm going to be posting your monthly reading for the month of February as well, which again will also be a bit shorter than I usually make these videos. So you guys can definitely let me know if you like the videos to be longer or shorter. But just know, even though the videos are shorter here on YouTube, I will be posting an extended version, mostly for your monthly readings and your love readings, and as well as finances and career. Those readings will get extended readings. For Mercury's retrograde, for some, I feel like there is a need to just give you guys a real general sense of what you need to recognize. But maybe if I'm led to spiritually down the line to give you more information, give an extended reading on Mercury's retrograde, I will. Okay? So let's go ahead and jump right into it, Capricorn, for your Mercury retrograde messages. Okay? Universe, source, spirit, ancestors, deities, archangels, for the sun and star sign of Capricorn. For the sun and star sign of Capricorn, for their Mercury retrograde messages during Aquarius season, February 2021. For the sign of Capricorn, for their Mercury retrograde messages during Aquarius season, February 2021. For Capricorn, sun sign of Capricorn, for February 2021, Mercury's retrograde. Mercury's retrograde. Let me move my microphone a little bit further up. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so bottom of the deck we have a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries, and then the card that came out was you are good enough. You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. So what this is showing me here, Capricorn, during Mercury's retrograde, which will be until February 19th, before Mercury goes direct. I get the sense that there is a situation where someone is overreacting or may have skipped a step or may have reacted out of emotion. Okay. Oh, I don't know why my lighting did that. That's strange. Sorry, guys. There's someone has overreacted or has a tendency to overreact. Their ego gets in the way of things. Some of you guys may have made a mistake, or there's someone in your life who tends to make mistakes, but they beat themselves up over it, and instead of just holding themselves accountable, they try to find ways to douse the situation or try to find ways to dampen the situation instead of just holding themselves accountable so that things can resolve. Give yourself the chance to breathe throughout the situation, whatever that may be. And if this is not a situation and this is more of a tendency, Capricorn, don't beat yourself up over the mistakes that you make. Because then you're going to start telling yourself a story. Your emotions are going to be running on overload. Right? There's no need to cause a situation to escalate because of ego or pride. If mistakes have been made, mistakes have have been made. That's just it, right? There's a need to look at the bigger picture here and not determine your self-worth based on little things that are going on within a certain circumstance or within your life. So there with this full moon in Virgo, there may be a need to just kind of pull back a little bit, think about what has transpired, and just kind of let it resolve itself. Okay? All right, let's pull another oracle message for you. Capricorn. Mercury's retrograde messages for the sun sign of Capricorn. Mercury's retrograde for the sun sign of Capricorn in Aquarius season, February 2021, for my beautiful Capricorns. Sun and star sign of Capricorn for Mercury's retrograde. For Mercury's retrograde in Aquarius season, February 2021. What messages do you have for Capricorn universe source for Mercury's retrograde in Aquarius season, February 2021? Capricorn, Mercury's retrograde in Aquarius season. Rediscovery. All right, like I was saying with that ego, understanding that you're good enough. Mercury is going to bring about, if it hasn't done so already, Capricorn, a situation where something happened to you when you were a child. That is subconsciously still affecting you today. Whether you know it or not, this childhood experience or this past experience is being projected more than you think it is. It's being projected in your normal life today. Now, for others of you, there's a need to learn from children, or when you were a kid. Children, they make mistakes, right? When they fall, or they're learning how to walk, they fall, right? They don't beat themselves up because they fell. They just get right back up and they keep going. And that's when you're really little, right? It's not until you have you're old enough to understand how society works. That's when you start beating yourself up and you start putting yourself down based on how your parents raise you, or based on what society tells you you should be, or based on how your friends, information you get from your friends or your peers. But there's a time when you're very little, when you're very young, that when it comes to making mistakes, there's a time in your life before you hit that age where you become more aware. There's a time where you just don't care about your mistakes. You make your mistakes and you move on until you understand how to do better, right? So for those of you, who are able-bodied and you're able to walk and things like that, at some point in your life, you didn't know how to do that. But that didn't stop you from getting right back up. It would be a different type of situation if little children or toddlers, or when you're learning how to walk, it would be a different situation if you were conscious of what was really going on around you as a kid, and you just gave up and you just felt, I don't know how to walk, I don't know how to do this, so I'm not going to do it. You wouldn't be able to walk today, right? Like, just think about that. Don't worry about what people think about you. It's not about, that doesn't really matter. We put a lot on ourselves, and Mercury wants you to understand, Capricorn, stop putting so much on yourself. Stop beating yourself up. Stop making excuses as to why you're not a good person, or why you should listen to so-and-so's advice, about how bad of a, or not advice, but like, don't trick yourself into believing what other people are telling you about yourself. Because if you make mistakes and someone is upset at you or someone is scolding you, if it makes you feel like you're being attacked in some way, shape, or form. Or maybe you're just scolding yourself and you're being too hard on yourself. Stop doing that. Okay? Alright, so let's pull some tarot to get a little insight into what Mercury wants you to understand. Capricorn, the sun sign of Capricorn, universe source, spirit guides, archangels, ancestors, deities. For the sun sign of Capricorn for Mercury's retrograde, what would you like to speak to them about? What would you like to speak to them about for Mercury's retrograde in Aquarius season, February 2021, Aquarius season? Mercury's retrograde during Aquarius season, February 2021 for the sun sign of Capricorn. Yeah, bottom of the deck we have the Four of Cups. So this is kind of like wallowing in self-pity. Wanting things to go your way, or wanting things to go a certain way, and when it doesn't, you beat yourself up over it, making mistakes and feeling like you have to hold yourself to these mistakes, but you don't. Made a mistake, hold yourself accountable, moving on. There's nothing more that you can really do about it. And if someone is putting you down for a mistake that you make, or they're putting you down because you have a tendency, maybe you're not perfect at something, Capricorn, and there is a person in your life that just tends to put you down for it, you may need to let them know to lay off. And if they don't know how to do that, go find advice from someone else, or find somebody else who's willing to work with you and understand that you have this incapability right now and that you're trying to improve. For others of you, if you're in a relationship where someone makes you feel like you're not good enough and they're constantly putting you down for some things that you do and you're trying your best to improve, don't beat yourself up over it. Just say, hey, I make mistakes, I'm human. Just don't get caught up in making those mistakes too much. Capricorn, try to improve, right? Yeah. Putting in the effort, 10 of Wands. And then we have victory, 6 of Wands. So Capricorn, you may be dealing with a Sagittarius or a Leo who's being very difficult, okay? But for others of you, this means that just keep putting in the work to improve. You don't have to beat yourself up over it. You're not a burden. Continue to complete your responsibilities, complete your task, and eventually it's all going to work out. You're going to get the credit that you deserve, right? Some of you guys have Leo or Sagittarius or Virgo in your chart as well. Keep at it, Capricorn. Keep improving. Don't put yourself down. You're going to make mistakes along the way. You're going to make mistakes. Give yourself the permission to be human. Right? Okay. Much love and light to all of you, Capricorn. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Take care, Capricorn. Bye.